When you can't stop thinking about someone who ignores you, it means, have you ever felt trapped in your own mind? Someone is ignoring you completely. They don't respond to your messages. They don't acknowledge your existence. Yet somehow, they consume every corner of your thoughts. You wake up and they're the first image in your mind. You try to focus on work, on life, on moving forward. But their absence screams louder than their presence ever did. You check your phone hoping for something, anything, but the silence remains. This feeling is exhausting, and you're not alone in this. Thousands of people right now are experiencing exactly what you're feeling. Why would someone who clearly doesn't respond live rent-free in your mind? Why does your heart hold on to someone your brain knows is gone? Here's the truth. When you can't stop thinking about someone who ignores you, it's not weakness. Your mind is trying to tell you something profound. Let's understand what your thoughts really mean. 1. Your brain is addicted to the mystery they created. Here's something that will make sense of your confusion. The human brain craves closure like oxygen. When someone ignores you, they create what psychologists call an open loop in your neural pathways. Your mind cannot rest with unfinished stories. The person who went silent has turned themselves into an unsolved puzzle, and your brilliant mind is simply trying to solve it. This is completely normal. Every time their silence continues, your brain releases stress hormones mixed with small amounts of dopamine because there's still possibility, still hope. This creates an addiction cycle. Here's the interesting part. Uncertainty is actually more mentally consuming than clear rejection. If they had clearly said no contact, your mind could process that and begin healing. But silence? Silence whispers maybe, and that maybe keeps you trapped. You're not weak for thinking about them. You're human. And now that you understand this pattern, you can start breaking free. 2. This reveals your beautiful capacity for deep connection. Let's shift perspective because here's what your thoughts actually prove. You have an incredible ability to form deep emotional bonds. Not everyone can feel this intensely. The fact that their absence affects you this strongly means your heart is alive and working exactly as it should. Yes, it hurts right now, but this same capacity for feeling will allow you to experience profound love when the right person appears. Your attachment isn't a flaw. It's a feature of your emotional depth. What's happening is that your emotional imprint system is doing its job. When someone touches your life emotionally, they leave neurological pathways in your mind. Your thoughts are just your brain, honoring the fact that this person mattered, and that's beautiful, even if painful. Many go through life unable to feel this deeply. You're not one of them. The key now is redirecting this energy toward people who reciprocate. You deserve that. Welcome to Psychology Fact. Subscribe so you never miss insights that help you understand your inner world. 3. Their unavailability created false value in your mind. Here's a pattern that will change everything. Right now, you might believe they're worth all this mental energy because they're difficult to reach. But humans have a cognitive bias where we assign higher worth to things that are scarce. This is called the scarcity principle, and it's tricking your perception. The person ignoring you has accidentally made themselves seem more valuable simply by being unavailable. But unavailability doesn't equal value. Sometimes people create distance not because they're playing games, not because they're testing you, but simply because they're not emotionally available or interested enough. And that's okay. It says nothing about your worth. If they responded warmly and made you feel valued, would you be obsessing this intensely? Probably not. The obsession isn't really about who they are. It's about the challenge. The chase your mind has confused their coldness with importance. Their silence is just silence. It's not a measure of value. It's information about compatibility, and that information is freeing you, even if it doesn't feel that way yet. 4. Old wounds are asking to be healed now. Your persistent thoughts might reveal something deeper than this current situation. Perhaps your parents were emotionally distant. Perhaps someone important left without explanation when you were younger. Perhaps you've always worked hard for attention and validation. When someone ignores you now, It awakens these ancient emotional patterns. Your brain recognizes the familiar feeling, the need to be seen, to be chosen, to prove you're worthy of love. So you fixate on the person who went silent because unconsciously you're trying to heal that original wound. You think if you can make this person respond, it will prove you're lovable. But here's the truth. You were always lovable. The wound was never about your worth. It was about other people's limitations. No external person can heal your internal wounds. This is good news because the power to heal has always been within you. Recognize that your obsession might be about your past, not your present. This awareness begins the healing. You're not broken. You're ready to heal. 5. This distraction is protecting you from something deeper. Sometimes we think endlessly about someone who ignores us because it distracts us from facing other truths. This isn't weakness. It's a defense mechanism. When you're obsessing over why they won't respond, you're not thinking about the job that drains you, the goals you haven't pursued, the loneliness that existed before they appeared. The person who went silent becomes an emotional escape. Your mind would rather loop about their silence than confront that other areas need attention. This obsession feels urgent but requires no real action from you. Here's the loving question. What would I need to face about my life if I stopped thinking about this person? What am I avoiding? The answer might surprise you, and here's the hopeful part. Once you redirect this energy toward real growth, you'll naturally think about them less. Your mind will find more meaningful things that move your life forward. You're capable of this shift right now. 6. Here's how you reclaim your peace step by step. You've spent so much energy thinking about someone who isn't thinking about you. That ends now through loving redirection. First, acknowledge without judgment. Say aloud, I'm thinking about someone unavailable, and I'm choosing to honor myself by releasing this. Second, understand their silence is their answer. Silence means I'm not available or interested. Respect that even though it hurts. Third, remove digital temptations. Unfollow or mute if necessary. This isn't cruelty, it's self-care. Fourth, redirect your investment. Every time they enter your thoughts, shift focus to something serving your growth. Train your mind like a muscle. Fifth, fill your life with new experiences. Your brain needs new neural pathways. Join something new. Meet new people. Sixth, practice self-compassion daily. You're not stupid for caring. You're human. Seventh, trust your healing timing. Some days will be harder, and that's normal. You will forget them gradually. One day, you'll realize you haven't thought about them in days. That day is coming. You're stronger than you know. 7. The deeper meaning behind this experience, from a wider perspective. This person's absence might be life protecting you from something never meant for you. Sometimes we want people so intensely, we ignore the signs they're showing us. We create fantasies about potential rather than accepting reality. Their silence is giving you information. It's saying this person cannot meet you where you are. That's not punishment. That's redirection. Life is gently pushing you towards something better. Maybe this exists to teach you self-worth that doesn't depend on validation. Maybe it's clearing space for someone who will choose you clearly without games or silence. Think about people who've loved you well. They didn't make you guess. They showed up. That's what you deserve. This painful chapter is temporary. The wisdom you're gaining is permanent. One day you'll understand why this person had to fade. You'll see their absence made room for something infinitely better. Until then, be patient with yourself. Honor your feelings without drowning in them. Keep moving forward. Your real life filled with mutual love is waiting just ahead. If this resonated, you're part of a community that understands. Turn on notifications because understanding yourself is the first step to finding the love you truly deserve.